Yeah. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the live stream here. Lorenzo is in the building. We're going to make it happen today. We're going to trade some gold today. We have a game plan. We're going to talk about this here. Hope you guys are doing well. It's a beautiful Tuesday. The Monday is behind here. We have the open. We have some information. We know how to work it out and to see what we can do. Every single year, we need to step up our game. It's 2024. It's already February. Time flies. Can't believe how fast it goes, by the way. It's time to level up. Hope you're following with us. You're joining the ride here, making sure you do the same thing. All right? Let's make it happen. Let's get the party started. Let's make sure that you are here. And let me know where you're from. Good to see that we're still global. Okay. That's how we do it. Let me quickly join the Limitless Discord as well here in a second. Let's join the V3 trading floor. Make sure that we are synced in with the fam. Let's make that happen here. Beautiful. It's going to be a good session, fam. I can feel it already. I'm confident about today. All right. Clarity matters. Everything is running smoothly. So let's make it happen today. Let's get some pips. All right. Amazing. Amazing. Let me look who we have in the building today here. Make sure you smash that like button. And if you're new, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I'm live here. Works the best. All right. Let's make that happen. We have Rafal in the building. We have Dawn. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Depending where you're from. The crypto noob. My man is back as always. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Dexter. Fire up. Cash party. We have Marton. Simon from Poland. We have Marwan from Yemen. We have Aubrey from the USA. We have Wesley Otto from South Africa, my man. Hoe gaat het, vriend? Stank says smashed. Patrick says feels like I've seen you forever from Texas. Well, welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Good to see you, bro. Suriname. Suriname, nice. Dus je kan me verstaan. Pakistani. We have Mohammed, Saeed. Where are my Indian brothers? Let me see. Jitandra, Pratap. Okay. Jolene, amazing guys, welcome. All right, we're gonna get back to work here because we have to hurry up a little bit here. The market is moving, so I don't want to have too long of an introduction here today. I really want to make sure that everything is clear in regards to our plan, our game plan, and then we can talk as long as we want. What about that? All right. If that makes sense, press a W in the chat. Let's get some hype going. I love it already. How where are you from? From the Netherlands. Good to see you guys. Okay. So we're going to be here again. As always, back on the grind. All right. It's going to be an awesome session. Let me assure you that already. So in regards to today, we're going to look at gold. Obviously, gold, we did the poll, last, whatever, was it Friday or Thursday? I think Thursday. We did a poll. 70% of you guys are trading gold here. So, it makes sense to focus on gold. And I do like gold a lot, especially during the New York session. The pre-New York, you could better say. And then, of course, we have the Nasdaq coming along later on a little bit further ahead here. So, in an hour from now, we have the New York Stock Exchange open up here. I expect a lot of volume today. So that will be interesting. We're gonna use spot. We're gonna use futures. So we're gonna trade gold spot and futures at the same time. So whatever you trade, it does not really matter. We have both set up and ready to go. Very similar, by the way. But the price are slightly different. The structure is, however, the same. So do take that in consideration here. We're gonna talk about this chart and what my plan is for today here. Okay, very important stuff. So we opened the day relatively bearish, right? We had the open and we came directly from the 241 all the way down to the 215, okay? This was a significant move here. There was the previous daily high right now. And then, of course, we have the previous daily low sitting at around 2015. So we're right in between the previous daily high and the previous daily low. We need to make sure that we, are choosing a side right now, heading towards that direction here. So we have this marked out here. And if you look at the volume profile that you can see here, that's at, that purple, blue, layers. This is volume traded in a particular range here. You can see that you're getting rejected right at the value area high right here at this particular moment. At the same time, the 2031 was also acting as resistance here, okay? The point of control, however, is acting as support. So do take that into consideration. So just to clarify what this actually means in regards to the session here, well, let's remove it here, okay? We have the top, that was the high, that was right here. And then we have, a full day. Let's say put it 6 p.m. right there, EST. And we draw the volume profile from the start of yesterday till the yesterday's closure, okay? That is giving us that information. And that's how we came into towards that particular zone. And we use these levels from yesterday as a confluence for today, if that makes sense. Okay, that's why we have then set this particular chart here, where you can clearly see that these levels are very, very reactive. Okay, so that's key to take consideration right now. We're in that box. Anything in that box here, we're just looking for either a trade within, a rejection or something that just happened already. I would prefer to trade outside of this range, if that makes sense. So outside of the 2029, 2023 here, that's kind of what I'm interested in. The dollar is looking very, very good overall. The dollar has been flipping bullish today on the daily time frame. The dollar has still that gap to fill. If you guys can see that gap here, we still have a pretty decent gap in between, right there. And it could be that we're going to come to fill up that particular gap right there. If that happens, of course, this would not be that, fantastic for gold here. But yeah, that's something that we have to take into consideration. Obviously, we're going to look at something else here, and that's the notebook. That's the actual game plan for today. I practically already explained it here. But I'm always writing down the game plan every single day before I actually wait for a reaction here. And I set 2 key levels from the fixed range volume profile of the previous day, 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. I will wait for a reaction in each one of these levels. For gold spot is 2031 and 2023.4. That's the point of control. For futures, it's 2047 and 2039 for the point of control, okay? The dollar has flipped the daily candle bullish, and there are continuation possibilities due to the imbalance above. However, gold did not came down while the dollar pumped during London. A bullish indication for gold if the dollar index will reach its local resistance. So if the dollar decides to come down for whatever reason possible on the lower time frame here, and we start creating lower highs and lower lows. So for example, we come up right now, we're getting rejected here, or we flip bearish, then this is very, very, good for gold. All right, because when the dollar came up during London, gold did not really respond. So when gold is coming up and the dollar is coming down, gold is moving up strong. When the dollar is moving up, gold is not really following through. So that's why I do believe they might want to take gold up today. But again, we do not, speculate. We just, look at these key levels and we play these key levels and we wait for a reaction in one of these particular levels right there. So that's the idea. Okay. Some tools of reference as well. I will use key levels as a tool of reference and look for buyers versus sellers and candlestick confirmations to see who's in control. I will not be hesitant with closing my position early if needed, playing it defense due to a balanced session. And I will maintain a minimum of a 3R, which can result into a 2R when taking profits early. All right, so that's kind of my game plan for now for gold here. For the Nasdaq, we have a very strong key level. It's very simple at, the 17,762. So the previous high, we got rejected twice. I want to see how we move up here. And this is actually going to be a little bit easier. So if we get rejected somehow in this particular range, and if we start pushing up and we flip this into support, I'm looking for the continuation. Very straightforward, by the way, just to see how we react. If we start turning, so let's say we take out the highs or whatever, and we flip again, I'm aiming the previous daily low and that gap that's right below here as well. So I'm aiming for a rollover back towards the downside as well here. That's kind of the confirmation that I'm looking for. But I'm not going to trade the Nasdaq before the New York Stock Exchange opens up here, just because I want to, wait for that extra confirmation. And most importantly, I want to wait for the volume to come into the market for the Nasdaq. I want to, you know, trade the Nasdaq when it's the most liquid, if that makes sense here. All right. Whenever, you know, institutions come into play here and they have to get rid of their contracts, they have to get the liquidity to open whatever, 100, 1,000, 10,000 or 100,000 contracts. We're talking massive, massive orders here. Somebody has to buy it from them or somebody has to sell it to them. So therefore it's better to take advantage when the market is as liquid as possible. For gold, it's kind of irrelevant due to its, you know, natural behavior already before the New York Stock Exchange opens up here. For the Nasdaq, in my opinion, it is quite key. So that's pretty much what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for a reaction. 2029 has been holding, 2031 has been holding. Anything in these levels here, we're going to look for a reaction. We're going to see how we can play it and if we can actually take a trade further down or further up, back to the previous daily high or the previous daily low. And preferably, of course, we want to you know, minimize our risk. All right, so maximize our risk to reward if possible, based upon, you know, the time frame and the entry models. Okay, that could be the 5 minute, that could be the 1 minute. It truly depends on the strength of the move, the amount of volume that comes into the market, and of course the amount of orders that come in. Okay, so if that makes sense, press a 1 in the chat here, and then you know, we can get it started and we can just simply wait for the reaction. And the best thing to be is just to be patient. Don't rush into positions whatsoever. We wait for our key levels to hit, and then based upon that, I think we have a very nice way of seeing how we could trade it. All right, rather than trading in the middle of some random range, and especially due to the fact that we have already been ranging all day today, you know, I think it's better to get that breakout, or breakdown outside of that range for the best possible trade opportunities, because we can then turn that into potential trending market here. Okay, hope that makes sense here. Let me see if everything is working. There we go. Give me 1 moment, guys. Give me 1 moment. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. What is that notebook app you're using? That's TradeZella. All right. It tracks your trades and all of that stuff for today, each and every single day. So yeah, using that as a notebook as well. At the same time, what I've been creating as well for the Discord members in our community is the live commentary. Okay, this is brand new. You can literally see it right here. You could see it as a signal channel. I see it more as my personal journal during the London session. So when I'm not streaming, I'm actually doing and typing everything in there. And it's not only about, you know, the trade setups and the winning trades and stuff and all. Of course, you see exactly what I'm doing, but that's not the most important part. Okay, we're actually more looking at the complete process, about the reason why I enter, what am I looking at, what are the main reasons why I took this trade, and why it is so important to, you know, use it for myself to write everything down. Because the moment I write it down, it gets into my brain, and I'm like, okay, when I write things down, I need to make sure that I'm not fooling myself, right? If I just, you know, write something down that doesn't make sense, I'm like, what am I doing here? So nothing impulsive, and everything comes from, you know, facts right there, rather than, you know, speculation and all of that stuff. Okay, so we use a couple of tools for that. We used right now in combination with these levels, the horizontal support and resistance levels, supply and demand levels, whatever you want to call it. It depends on each particular day. Sometimes I'm more into volume profile, key levels. Sometimes I'm more into horizontal support and resistance levels. Sometimes I'm more into supply and demand. That all depends on the market and you know, what the structure is in that manner. But the most important part that we're using here, we're using the footprint chart. That's a chart that actually shows you the bid and ask, the bid versus ask of each particular level. We use sometimes the depth of market as well. The depth of market is showing us, you know, a couple of key things here. The volume profile session, something similar that you can see on the candlestick chart as well. The volume profile delta, that's the net difference between aggressive buyers and aggressive sellers. And then the session volume, all right? What has been the volume traded on each particular level? And then we use another tool that's called the book map. It shows you where current orders are placed, and at the same time the time of sales. The time of sales are showing you if big buy or sell orders come into play, and then we can see who's in control. A little bit easier. Okay, so a lot of tools here. Doesn't mean I'm now 100% winning. No, that's not how it works, all right? It's about how much information can I use here to determine and filter out a confirmation, and most importantly, to avoid fake outs, okay? These fake outs are actually killing us when we're looking at breakout trades. We try to avoid fake outs as much as we can. We don't have control over the market here, but what we can try is to use as much data as possible and to minimize our losses and to maximize our potential returns. And that should give us, in the long term, money. In the end, we want to make money. You want to make money. I want to make money. I want to make a lot of money. So for that particular reason, it's better for me to, use this data. And that means that I can practically still lose 60% of the time, 70% of the time. But because my wins are much bigger than my losses, as you can see here, it gives me some room to grow here. All right. And I think that matters the most. So that's why I've decided to come back on Forex live streams on a day-to-day basis as well with you guys. So, when we're, following the process, of course, you understand that it's a process and it's, day in, day out, consistency is king here. And that should give us, the education and the profits we need. All right. I think it sounds good. All right. Lorenzo, what are your POC settings real quick? Thank you. The POC settings are 128 row and 72 area volume, right? So 28, value area volume is 72. Okay. That's it. So 128, 72. It gives me just a little bit more, a little bit more levels to look at, to see where the most volume is traded and stuff. Which is for gold now sitting at 223. All right. And it makes sense because we have seen multiple points of interest right there. So we got that rejection. We broke above it. We flipped it into support. We came back, flipped it into support again, held at support. And every single time we come to the value area high, we have been rejected right now. So in order to fully confirm a really nice strong break for gold here, I do want to come above the 2031. And the reason why is because, we're talking about a bigger range. Okay, that's this range right there. You can see clearly that this has been acting as serious resistance before. All right, it's absolutely not a joke. Something that we cannot neglect, constantly getting rejected there. And again, you saw that we just came back at it again and we got it rejected right away again. So if you break above it here, that's a great confirmation to look for longs, okay? So I'm looking for longs above the 2031 and I'm looking for shorts below the 2023. All right. Lorenzo, what about the Eur Usd? Good question. All right, I have looked at the Eur Usd today as well, during London. I knew around here, and I didn't execute this trade. But in my opinion right there, there were so many trap buyers there. It's absolutely insane. I've seen it happening live on the tape. I've seen buyers entering the market, but price was not following through. So buyers were entering, but as some sort of seller, some passive seller was absorbing all of these buys until a massive sell order came in. And then we saw a major dump from there, taking out the previous daily low here. Okay, so it's actually similar in what we're looking for gold today. But the EU did this during the actual London session as well. And so you can guarantee that there are many trapped buyers right sitting for EU at this particular top range. This is on a 1 minute chart here, right there. Okay. We came back to the Asian low right now multiple times, and the VWAP got rejected as well. Now we're looking again for further continuation. And I have to say, EU is not looking at good here. So yeah, it seems like we're looking for more downside. But again, we have to look below the previous daily low because the last time we tapped into it, we could not break further. So the interesting levels for EU is below the 107.41 on futures. You have to calculate it, but it's the previous daily low here. That's, I think, yeah, that could lead in further continuation for EU as well. Based upon the higher time frame, we just have to zoom out here, and we still have a nice gap below, and we can take this all the way back towards the daily level, which is sitting right around the zone here. So there is still a lot of room for EU to come down further, back to like the 107.1. or the 1.07 right there, okay? So yeah, that's at least the euro. And just to clarify one more time here, we saw a massive sell order coming into the market. We're talking massive, you know, a lot of buyers trapped as well here. Absolutely crazy today. If you look here at this book map right here, you could see all these green bubbles were small buys. So a lot of people that went long after the London Open, because the London Open started bullish, price shoot up. And then from that moment here, we saw a massive sell order coming into play, killing all of these guys right there. That's a trapped zone. So a lot of buyers that are still in position are trapped there. So think about this, right? Think about the fact that if we at some point will come back towards the zone here, which is this zone right here, that's the exact same level, then this will be, of course, the best possible interest to look for short opportunities in the market, due to the fact that there are so many guys trapped. Shorters know that they look for new opportunities right there, and this could lead into, you know, a pullback followed by a further continuation down. It's on a 1 minute, so everything can happen very quickly, and therefore I think that it's definitely something important to look at. But again, somebody entered the market here with I need to see here 315 contracts, so massive sell for Eur Usd when we were above the London Open here. So that was a major position, pushing price further down, and it was very good for the dollar. The dollar went you know, bananas after London Open, never came back down here, but is now showing you know, some more weakness right here. So that's kind of the EU analysis. Based on that, we will yeah, we will see how that goes here. All right. Very clean, very beautiful. G10 says, I have a really weird question. Been thinking about it. If buy and sell happens at the same time, at the same rate, why does price move up or move down? Yeah, so that's not a weird question. It's the following. So volume, you know, does not mean that there are, you know, it's not about who's buying or selling more. It's about who's more aggressively buying against, you know, aggressively selling. So if you have, you know, the bid and ask here, for example, right? The bid, you could say, could result into aggressive buys or passive sells, because somebody has to sell it. And the ask is aggressive sells or passive buys, right? So it's all about the contrast of the market here. It's all about, you know, who is in control. That's why I realized that at some point in my trading career, when I want to take things to the next level myself, I just want to know more about what's actually happening in the market, what actually is happening, rather than just using the candlestick chart only. You know, the reason why is because I just want to see who's in control. I want to actually know what's going on. And the best thing to do that is to use the futures data from some sort of centralized exchange to get that information. The good part is, though, that you can still use this on Forex. All right, you just have to, you know, understand the price difference. As long as the structure is the same, it should not be that big of a deal. Okay, beautiful. Let's show some volume here. Very nice. Let me set these levels here in MetaTrader real quick. Then we have this sorted. All right, so 2031. There we go. Oh yeah. Key level. Lorenzo, bro, how do we learn about the footprint and book map from you? Like with the USD, what point could we have taken a short in London session? Thanks, bro. So, it's a completely different way of trading, right? So just to clarify, I think Thomas got this trade. Congratulations, it was an amazing trade. I saw it. You know, you saw that we opened during the London Open. And what tends to happen is that when you open up here, you know, we just have to see. Like, let me clean up everything because this is a little bit... it's getting a bit too much here. Well, give me one moment. Give me one moment right there. All right. London Open. Asian low here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, whatever. We'll fix it in a second here. So this was the London Open right here. Okay. That was this particular zone. Right about this level here, we opened up and we opened up bullish right away. So what happened was we came up here. Okay. Buyers were buying. All right. So when that happened here, what I really like to look at right now is what happens if, imagine, like a lot of people are buying, but price is not moving up. That's like a worrying factor. So when people are buying, but price is not moving up, or when the volume is decreasing, that's something to really pay very close attention to. And that showed me that, hey, we might see a London flip here. We might see that flip happening rather than looking at that continuation here. So I said at 4:31, I said London, 3:30 a.m. Massive seller entered the market, 350 lots. Buyers were in control, but were unable to follow through. This could be a London flip. So then, you know, some people call this the Judas swing, right? Where the London opens and then turns around here. So they're accumulating positions here as much as possible from the retail, for example, or other institutions, whatever the case may be. I do not really know who exactly is buying, but what I do know is that people were buying, but price was not coming up. And because of that reason here, I was very, very cautious. And the moment you broke below, you know, that could lead into the continuation. Of course, you had the Asian session below, you had the Asian lows here, you had the previous daily lows as a target as well. And it was already a downtrend continuation. So for that particular reason, you know, kind of, it gives you kind of a great example here, rather than just saying, okay, you know, this is the high and this is the low, and I'm going to enter on the lower high. And that's going to be my trade setup. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, it works. I mean, it 100% works. But it's just more about, you know, the psychology, right? The feeling that you're in control more and that you actually understand what's going on here in the markets here. So that's kind of what we're building. So in regards to that, we're going to, yeah, I'm building a system for it right now. And yeah, I'm actually planning to release this soon. So yeah. Pay very close attention, I would say. All right. Nothing new, but it's about a hybrid system, right? Like, I'm not an inventor. I'm a, you know, I'm an experimenter. All right. I try to look for new things, try to put them together and test them out for you. That's my goal. And, you know, volume and price seem to be working the best. CVD divergence, what you're looking for. Can I post a video? Yeah, you can share it here. Cumulative volatile volume delta, right? Yeah, so that's why we're looking at this one as well to understand what the actual delta is. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, what we want to see right now is the following, guys. We want to see you know, more volume coming in, and I think the volume should be coming in. Yeah, it should not be... well, first of all, we have the hourly closure in like 15 minutes. So hopefully that will do something. Which indicator do you use? I do not really use that many indicators. I have a tool. Okay, it's called Fixes Volume Profile. I just measure the volume. I think volume is king. That's number one. And the VWAP sometimes. All right. Oh, that makes sense. The VWAP. Also volume related. So my goal is to help you out a little bit. What is your plan this week? What is your plan? Do you have a plan? Or is it just random? Or are you just randomly, like, you know, waking up and just thinking, oh, I'm just going to go long right now. Boom. I'm just going to go long. Stop loss? No. No stop loss though. Just long. Or do you have a plan? I want to know your plan. All right, for this year. It's important. The first quarter of the year is for experimenting. Okay. The second and third is to capitalize significantly on the markets here. All right, that's how we're doing. That's how I started, at least. I started out, I woke up super tired. I was like, you know what? Let me scroll to 2000 charts. And, you know, go to all kinds of different time frames and just like, okay, yeah, this looks like a nice setup. Then I entered. And, you know, then I enter another trade and another trade. And then before you know it, I have no control. I have no idea what's going on. Marton says, I have a free week from work, so I'm grinding 24/7 since Monday with 200% energy. Yeah, another layer is that, which I also had a little bit, I had a little bit of FOMO. I don't know how to explain it. The FOMO came from the weekend. So, you know, imagine building a new system and you're so excited. You're so freaking excited for the new week. And you're like, okay, it's Monday. I have to trade on a Monday. I can finally trade again. And then you start trading, you lose a big trade on a Monday, and then the rest of the week you're kind of like trying to make the money back, or you're trying to overcome your losses. And I've been through all the phases. I've been to all the different mistakes right now. The good thing about what I realized over long term in regards to strategy is that you know, eventually, guys, you have to find your own style. All right. You know, each personality type is different. You have a different personality type from me, maybe. So maybe it's also good to have and create your own, you know, way of approaching the market. I'm not talking about a strategy in particular. I'm talking about your psychology, your mindset, your trade management. You know, are you a fast-paced trader? Are you a swing trader? You like to take it slow? You know, all these things fit your personality better. And the only way to find out, though, is to do everything, to try everything out. And to come to a conclusion right there. Skinny says, plan for the year is working on consistency in trading routine. Continuing education and backtesting on my active strategies. Side call, life-changing money in crypto. You get it. You get it. I'm stacking all my money in crypto right now. Like, I'm stacking. I'm willing to lose it all. If I have to. Are you still living in Bali? Yes, sir. Okay, 10 minutes left. This is a fake move. I can tell you that already. To the upside. I don't trust it. Don't trust this move, guys. No. No, we want to see a continuation here. $10 minutes for the hourly closure. Alright, do you think it's possible to see gold below 1900? It's definitely possible. Oh, below 1900. Let me go to the daily here. The weekly chart for you. Let me check the weekly real quick. All right, let's see what we have here. Let's do Blackpool. Okay, 1900. I mean, everything is possible. Let me see where okay, it's not that. I mean, we're still above, right? We're still above that key level of 2018. So, you know, as long as we stick above it, and it seems that we're going to stay above it here. For now, at least. I mean, I'm quite bullish on gold, to be honest, in the medium term. But yeah, 1900. Well, we still have a massive gap below the 1900. I'm more thinking about continuation to the up and a retest of the 2070. That's what I was actually looking for. But if you start closing a monthly candle below the 2018, then hey, maybe. Who knows? You know, we'll see. We'll see how that one goes here. Okay, in the chat, let me quickly write a poll here. I wanted to ask you guys something else. Wait, give me 1 moment. In regards to your strategy, because we're building a system here, I need to know some information right now. I'm using the live streams as some sort of a scanner, because it gives me a very accurate understanding of who my audience actually is here, and therefore I can help you guys out even better. So that's why we're doing the way we're doing here. Oh yeah, by the way, 250 likes already in the first. Wow, that's crazy stuff here, especially for a comeback. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. Really, really nice here. What is your strategy? That's just, what is your strategy? ICT, SMC/SMC, for example, SNR. Okay. Let me quickly set this up here. Different. Let me know in the chat here. If it's different, let me know in the chat what you're trading. That would be nice. All right. I have my own strategy, but it's in on a losing streak. Well, that's completely fine. We all have losing streaks. G-Bro says, I'm gonna buy land and hope for no world war. Ah, man. Yeah, it's hard. You know what the thing is, bro? I agree with you, but it's hard to focus on the world right now. Like, I have no idea what's real. I have no idea what's going on anymore. There's so much misinformation. I'm gonna stick with what I know. And that is this little bubble right here. That's it. It's the only way I can provide for my family, my friends, the people around me. So that's the only thing I can control right now. All right, and that is what we're doing here. All right, let's see what we got. %, says ICT SMC. 24% support and resistance. 39% is different. The guys are trading. Let's see. It's good to be my own strategy. My strategy is mitigation. What do you think is which broker is the best? Vantage. I like Vantage a lot. I'm really happy with Vantage. It's one of the older brokers out there, the more legit brokers out there. And trust me, I have tested a bunch. I was taught that the charts are more of a science. As you learn and understand that it's very detailed teachings, you can find every move did what it did. Are you looking for a downside continuation down because of the strength? Yeah, so quickly go back into the stream in the beginning, because I explained my game plan for today. I wrote it down as well. Yeah, couple of different very important things that we're looking for today in regards to breakout, and then based on the breakout we take action. We're coming closer to some volume, so it's just a matter of time right now. Volume is starting to push up, is coming up a little bit, so that's good. Okay, So we will see. We will see. Do you trade futures on Vantage? No, no. I have a Forex account, so I have a Forex. I've still have my Forex regular Forex account, so I'm testing out some futures brokers, prop firms, you name it, as well on the side. All right. Another reason for the depth of market, you know, the book map and all of this stuff, you know, you can't deny things anymore. These are literal facts. Well, actually, not really. No, I got to take my words back. This is still speculation, right? Because people can remove their orders at any given moment here. So they can, you know, give you an illusion of a massive sell order at 246.7, but then automatically, once we get there, they remove the order. Okay? Algos do this all the time here. The footprint, however, cannot fake anything here. This is truly only based upon executed orders. So either passive limit orders or aggressive market orders. They're all right there in the chart in combination with the volume. So you can't fake that. That's a fact. And I like to work with facts right there. So that's why, you know, we know why price is moving in what type of direction here. But again, we cannot look in the future, okay? If it was that easy, it's not the Holy Grail. It's not the Holy Grail. Can you convince us to join Vantage by providing us its unique features, says Smart Investor? Well, I don't really want to convince you, but it is an advantage if you get a 50% deposit bonus on your account when signing up with the link below. Why are you not doing these future blockchains every day anymore? Well, we're back, my friend. We're back. We're going to see tomorrow as well. Thursday. You know what the thing is in YouTube, man? It's crazy, actually, if you think about it. I think we took it easy for like maybe 2 months. All right, we have been launching on our second channel. We have been trying out a new format. We have been testing some stuff. But 2 months in the YouTube world seems like forever. It seems like forever. But yeah. Amar says, I moved to Vantage. I'm really happy. Good. Kim says, I use Vantage as a good broker. Amazing. Funbuck says, I'm listening to trying to catch up on about at first class B driving test, so might not be catching the whole stream today, but I'm always here because there is always value. Nice. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna see some price action right now. Hourly closure, let's go. Give us some volume. Here, New would like to know what the value area high and the naked point of control is. The naked point of control, the NPOC, is the naked point of control. It's the area where the most volume has been traded. We marked out the previous day volume. So the high and the low. It gives us these like volume levels, you could say. All right, not on time, but on price. The most volume was traded at 239.5, so that is acting as support. The value area high is where a significant amount of volume increased. After that, there is not much volume happening here. So funny enough, this whole gap here, this sell-off right there, is actually not that worrying to me if we start breaking above here. I think we can slice through it like a piece of cake once we break above the 247. All right, that would be nice. 247 is a key level. This is on futures, by the way. On gold, spot, it's the 231. All right. We have to close, or close, we'll see. But we have to be at the 231, around the 231. Why is it naked? Actually not naked anymore. I actually have to remove it, my bad. Because it has been touched already. Naked means that it has never been touched before. I think we're heading there. All right. Hourly closure done. In my invest book is 20% short and 80% is long. Always go for the lower number. The sentiment, you know. But when I heard David, I gotta be honest with you. I appreciate the support for Miami. Legend. Always supporting us. I have to be honest with you. When we say always go for the lower number, that's a mistake, my friend. We have to acknowledge that, you know, everything is subjective. There are a lot of other confluences that come into play as well. Not saying you're not right, but I'm just saying that it's important to mention that, you know, we should never think in a way of this is always the case, this is always the scenario. It's an indication, it's a confluence, yes, but does it align with the rest of the market? Like, how do we know what these positions mean from the COT data? How do we truly know that the 80-20% retail right now is coming from you name it, right? It's you know, long term, like swing oriented. I see a problem when the numbers change and there's a reversal. 80% is pretty significant. That's for sure. But we're gonna find out when we see the 221 there, right? Major level, by the way. Could also be so. Let's see. Dollar right now at the moment is not looking that strong anymore, right? We came up strong during London. We tapped out. Lower low, lower high. Are we gonna create a lower low? Are we gonna go back to the London Open here? That's the question. If that happens here, gold will most likely break out. Well, let's see. You know, we can tap into it here. It's still very, very strong resistance. I mean, we have these lows there. We have these lows there. So much happening around that level here. At the same time, if you draw the swing high to swing low, you could also say that it's also, and that's important to mention, the 62%, the 618 FIB. So yeah, okay, there are definitely some confluences stacked against us if you look for a breakout. But again, I like that. I like to see if we can capitalize on that in case we still do. Let's see. So what do you think about the Bitcoin mining? Is it profitable? I mean, it's profitable for the big guys now. It's profitable for the big G's. I can't understand where the market is going. Imdadil says, okay, so what you do then is you look at key levels. You look at significant levels in the market, levels where we have seen a lot of volume traded around, and you wait for a response. Very simple. You don't have to think about a direction, you just wait for a reaction. No direction, but a reaction. Do you recommend any trading books? To be honest, I mean, it's so cliche to say that you should read Trading in the Zone now by Mark Douglas. I think it's you know, trading books, you know, I'm more a doer, you know. I'm more a guy that's just putting in the work. Has lost way too much money in his trading career at the beginning of his career. But yeah, you know, I'm a more practical orientated guy, if that makes sense. If you don't have that much money, that's a good thing. You know why? because you're not able to. Sorry. So if you don't have that much money, don't worry, because you know you can't lose money you don't have. Okay. So I mean, hey, you can't lose money that you don't have here. So you know that's also a good thing, especially if you're just starting out as a trader. Trust me, there's so many guys that went banana broke the moment they started to trade, had a couple of wins, and they had money. The worst thing you can have is money and no skill set yet. So you know it's better to start out broke or with little less money than with a lot of money in this game. And yeah, you know, you can take advantage of these dirty prop firms as well. So, you know, that's also fantastic, especially Forex. So, yeah. Okay, it's good. Key level to 31. We're moving up. We're seeing a buyer stepping in, but again, same thing as with the EU during London. Not really follow through. So you can buy, but we need to see volume, right? Volume is king. So imagine, you know, tapping into the 2031 with little to no volume. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign, especially because it's such a big level here. So either you're gonna smash through it and flip it into support, or some sort of you know, confirmation, and you have that follow through, or that means that there just are too many passive sellers there, you know, that you can see. So for example, too many, you know, passive sell limit orders placed below, absorbing all these buys here right now at the moment. Could also be a case. Let me know what you guys are doing, by the way. What are you guys doing in the chat? We're talking sell limits from 2031. Or we're talking buys. What are you guys looking at? I want to see you doing your own analysis as well. Okay. I'm just saying. I do what I want. I want you to do what you want to do. You know, very important. It will not make a difference. Bookmap is telling me nothing right now at the moment. Bookmap is holding me, you know, nice and tighter. Time in sales is showing me that there are a lot of buyers are buying it. They're not really match sellers in the market right now. But the volume is not really there yet. So, want to see more volume. I'm gonna go to lower time frame in a second here. Maybe even in 1 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute here. Dollar holding up. Break above this is very bullish. Hope you guys can see it. Break above. This zone, bullish. That's a typical reversal play for the dollar. You know, it takes out the high, takes out the low. Then it creates some sort of strong W, high low formation, and it breaks the high. I've seen it resulting in many continuation pattern. It's like a continuation play. So, you know, that could be good for gold sells, by the way, in case we go get to the 2031. But I want to get to the 2031 first. Like, yeah, something like that. Unless we fall back into this range, maybe. Let's see. Stop loss will be above the highs though. But the 2031 is definitely the level to take consideration here. That's where the best sell limits come into play, or you know, your best buys if you break it. Of course, you know, we would prefer to buy low and sell high. But you know, if you look at the 15-minute and you look at the previous daily high here, I don't know why it disappeared. There we go. Let me quickly highlight this right there. We're right in the middle of the previous daily low, previous daily high, yeah, from yesterday. So, you know, for the particular reason, we're right in the middle. We're gonna make a decision today, that's for sure. Pretty confident. We're gonna choose a direction. We're gonna test the lows. We're gonna test the previous daily highs. Like, what's the direction here? We're still within that same range. Bro, Lorenzo Danvo is down 84k. What do you think? I think nothing. I think it's a very good, hard job to stream every single day, at least stream in front of an audience in regards to live trading. Like, you know, real recognizes real. Trading live is a whole other piece of cake. So you have to have respect for that. Okay, please give me your idea in the Eur Usd. I'm long. Euro, give me your idea. Yeah, go a little bit back. I talked about the Euro as well. I think you're ranging too much right now. I don't think we're setting up for a really good you know, direction. I want to come to a swing point. This is a swing point. This is where I know a lot of buyers are trapped. And if you start breaking below the previous day low, you break out of a range, a big chance of a continuation is possible. So in this range right here, you're trading practically, you know, in no man's land right now. All right, this is kind of that no trading zone, something that you really have to take in consideration. It could be that you just start consolidating here. So I'm always a little bit cautious whenever you're in the middle of a range. I'm not sure what your entry is exactly, but yeah. It's either up or it's either down and continuation, rejection, or flipping into support, looking for further continuation up. 3 scenarios, which I likely want to trade here, but that's practically it. You see how the volume is slowing down here? So buyers are stepping in, right? But there's nothing happening. So that's actually more, you know, more bearish right now. Yeah, we're gonna see from afar here. How about selling gold from 2038? So the previous daily high is at 241. So if they get all the way there, I mean, I would not be surprised that they go for the previous daily high, but you know, who knows? It could be a rejection play from 2038. I do like it. It's a massive sell-off from there. You have been coming up and you have been selling off aggressively, and it has never been retested. So, you know, that could be a rejection play. Could be. But it's a little bit too far ahead. Let's see how we, if we can get there. Jolene says, I'm in the V3 waiting for a sell entry on EU with Abikush. V3 is amazing. So much learning and profits. Amazing to hear that. Yeah, so we have our V3 as well, our V3 trading floor, where the guys are always trading and doing their best to help you with your setups and all of that stuff. So let's quickly dive into Abikush right now. What is he doing here? Let me sneak peek real quick. He's setting up for a sell, right? Okay, yeah. I see it. Beautiful. Great to hear, Jolene. Hello, Lorenzo. KC use 30 potential longs to all-time high. So the Nasdaq use 30. What happened here weekly? So I mean, look at this major sell-off, by the way. I would definitely not neglect this range. I would definitely not neglect this range. I would definitely actually look for trade setups even from this range. So something like the 38,580. Massive aggressive sell-off. Like this was a massive sellers came here. This is where buyers got trapped. So this is where buyers were buying, right? So you always should think about the following. When you are trading and you look at the market, you look at it and a chart, you analyze. Just think about who is trapped. Who is fucked right now? Okay? Well, this is the case. What happened here? You saw that we started to come down. We had a liquidity build. Buys were like breakout. Boom. Continuation to the upside here. Sell off, aggressive. Either like a bunch of dudes got liquidated, but I can tell you already that a lot of buyers here got stuck, got trapped. So the moment you retrace back towards trapped traders, that's where you want to pay attention. That's where you want to be careful. That's why we call this the consolidation expansion retracement. Chance of continuation. So when you see that guys are stuck in position, that's where you want to potentially benefit from. Because that means that there is a lot of volume traded around that level. That means that people might exit there. That means new sellers take advantage of the fact and the understanding that buyers are trapped there, and therefore creates more new volume to look for new possible further resistance right there. Therefore, it is a problem if you come into a push up followed by an immediate reversal and not just a sell off, like a massive aggressive drop, you know, in a couple of minutes. Taking out multiple lows here. And again, that happened here as well. So that's why we're saying trade from range to range, right? This is a range, this is a range. Same thing happened here. The exact same thing. Okay, let me show you real quick. This range right there. What is this? Same scenario, right? So whatever happened here was pretty wild. Could be, it's probably news related. But again, sellers came in aggressively, took out the highs, took out the lows. This is where most guys were trapped right here in that range. Now you can leverage this whole range as some sort of zone. And what happened was you came back in towards this range. You tapped into that range and you held here. Same thing right now, right there. If you start breaking it, well, what you do is then you flip it into support and you look for further continuation to the upside. So you can flip it into a continuation pattern in case it fails. So that's why I like it so much. Understanding ranges, expansions, pullbacks, retracements, and continuations. So for now, I would love to see the Dow Jones pushing up back into these two levels. So that's, let's say, between 38.54 and 38.58. So it's this zone. Wait for price to tap into that zone. And look how price responds to that level. Don't rush into a position. Look how price responds. And then look for either a rejection play or, you know, a standard sell-off right there. Something like that. I really, really do like that a lot. But that's the Dow Jones there. Super clean, to be honest. And again, like, look at what happened on the bigger picture as well here. So, you know, we have been grinding. We have been coming up here. We have been quite choppy overall. At some point, I think that it's time for further retracement. This, you don't call this a retracement. This is not a retracement. You could say, yeah, but you're coming from this low and this is the high. I get it. But yeah, just wait for see how price responds to the 38.5. And you will see the structure playing out in your favor. If that happens, then you know when to execute. Hey Lorenzo, can you please explain a little bit how to analyze using the fixed range volume profile? The volume profile is the closest thing you can get to level 2 data. Like volume is king. If you understand where the most volume has been traded, you probably have to understand where the most contracts, right? Where the auction took place, right? Therefore, if you can measure the volume of price, it can give you an advantage. We call this the hidden, hidden support and resistance levels you don't see regularly. Therefore, these type of levels can sometimes confirm an indication. So when it comes and you have noted the fixed range volume profile, you can then use it for 2 different types of ways. So you can use it for a range. This is like a range, right? Right here, internal trading, internal range, whatever the case may be. Or you use it from day to day. So for example, this was the Sunday open. This was the closure. You use it from day to day. And then the next day, you take advantage of the volume traded the previous day. And the moment it's Tuesday, all right, and you look for a nice expansion or move, and you're trading somewhat in that range still, then you can just use this particular day right here, right now, right? For example, this one, and you do the same thing, and you look at the next day. And you just look at the volume. Opponent control is the area where the most volume has been traded. That's the 2023. You can see that has been clearly working as an area of support. Where to find it? Go to the left settings, or go to the left bar. Go all the way down here at the volume based and type in the fixed range volume profile. All right, 5 minutes to the New York Stock Exchange, guys. Have a close eye on the US 30. That's one layer. The Nasdaq, another layer as well. Keep a very close eye on. Yeah, so the only thing is with the Nasdaq is like when you come back into price discovery, because you're like all-time high territory, it gets very tricky. So the only thing that you can look for is to flip this into support, to look for further continuation, and to see if you can flip it somehow into a continuation pattern. Now, if you start coming up aggressively here, I mean, yeah, we can look for longs, but who knows? Yeah, there is not much on the left side to check, right? That's what happens when you're in price discovery. The last thing you can do though is you can go to the previous high. So let's say this is the high and this is the low. And you look at it at a default template. I can guarantee what people do is they marked out this level. The 17,832, they use the Fib. The standard default Fibonacci from the last swing to swing high to swing low point. And then you come back up towards the 17,832 because that's the 1.618. And if you are in price discovery, that's the only tool of reference you can use for kind of some sort of a level. And unless you use level 2, you know, data and you look at where the most orders are placed and stuff from the candlesticks, I mean, trust me, a lot of people are using that chart and they're using the Fibonacci, and they then mark out the 17,832. I'm actually going to leave it open. I will show you that once you see breakout, that you will see some sort of reaction there. There's one more chart we can look at, of course, and that's the VIX, the volatility index. Of course, we cannot neglect this one. You know, in case there is some sort of negative correlation, but we're still there. We're still above the lows. Interesting. We're still above it. You know, if we see a strong bounce from here, there's a big chance that the Nasdaq will just simply come down today. So let's see. Or not today, but in the next coming days. So yeah, we'll find out too. Okay, 3 more minutes left. $228. There we go. I like it. Three minutes left there, Dallas. Dollar index. Neutral. We're waiting for volume here. Such a strong level, 2031. We're going to see a bunch of new orders coming in markets very, very soon. I like it. 1 minute left. Okay, I'm fine. Let's go. Nasdaq. Aggressive buys. We have to be patient for the Nasdaq here. The Dow Jones, we have our level set. Gold. No, not there yet. Nasdaq is pumping. Taking out the highs. We're getting there at least. Dollar is coming down. Gold's coming down. Be careful. Yeah, we're setting up very soon here. Thank you, yield also down. Thank you, Free Zex. Thank you for letting me know. That's very interesting, right? So dollar down, treasuries down, but gold also down. So be careful with shorting, in my opinion. I don't see any really big sellers yet in the market right now at the moment. Nasdaq down. VIX down, everything down. Yeah, wait for this 15 minute to close. For me personally, I'm gonna wait for 15 minutes to close. Then I'm gonna see if I can take some action here. US 30's up. Good. Good. Very good. Very, very good. Let price go to these levels there. Very, very good. That would be amazing. That would be fantastic if you get there. Any retest. If we can close like this, any retest, I'm gonna short it. We have a 5-minute count closure. That's good. First 50 minutes are always the trickiest, so you have to take that in consideration with gold, especially in around the New York Stock Exchange. So keep in mind that if you start to come down more, that even below the point of control is a whole other playing field here. It's a whole other move. This is again, this is like there's another 80 pip move to the downside as well. But we try to get in early in case we're looking for shorts, in case we look for the pullback. You know, somewhat in that region, looking for continuation to the downside. Dollar need to show more strength, but it's looking better. Buyers are still in play here. So no, not the confirmation yet. Use 30, man. Look at that. Wow. I hope we get to this level. That will be a really, really nice short. Yeah, there we go. Big seller is trapped. Right there, price flipped. Nothing too crazy yet though. $550 votes, 43% is ICT. I trade ICT, SMC, 24% is support and resistance, 33% is different. So it's pretty spread. I expected more SMC traders. Gold is holding up very strong. And especially below that key level of 2021. You would say that, right? Below the 2031, like many sellers would enter and would really push price further down here due to the fact that it's such a key level. But apparently, not enough. Not enough selling pressure yet. So that's why the 50-minute closure is so key. We don't have to foam in. Look at that 50-minute flip. Dollar is moi. Dollar is losing its vibe, right? Losing its momentum here. VWAP holds. It's crazy what the Nasdaq is doing, by the way. Nasdaq has been building so much liquidity around the 70,767 now. Yeah, we're still in the waiting process here. US 30 is absolutely going bananas right now. Where the Nasdaq is coming down slightly, the Dow Jones is absolutely pushing. Heading in towards that key level that we talked about. That's amazing. Make sure we set an alert there. Okay, I'm gonna give gold like 15 minutes here. Otherwise, I'm gonna head into the indices for sure. And then I'm just gonna set my alerts on gold and see what's happening here. Because, you know, a key level of 2031, massive resistance, fantastic. But if you cannot push price further down, if sellers are not willing to aggressively sell towards the 2023, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. So, you know, where are the sellers? Where is the selling pressure coming from? I don't see it yet. So I need to see either a continuation, like a strong seller entering the market, or another retest of the 2031. If not, a break above. Dow Jones is doing, you know, the Dow Jones is having some more fun here. Beautiful. Let's quickly add the Dow Jones here as well. Oh, my bad. Yeah, this could be bad. This could be big. There we go. Gold is doing something here. That's what I said. Like, it's just not strong enough. The sellers were not in control. I was looking for shorts initially, but I was like, man, this is way too weak. Way too weak. Yeah, there we go. Finally. Dollar couldn't break the highs here. Dollar failed to break this high. Is rolling over back to London Open. This is good for gold. For now, though, same reaction around this this level. All right, we're gonna go. Same thing, 2031. I think this is the first time we're gonna actually seriously break above it. Nice. Finally. $230. Massive, massive, massive. 1 minute time frame. Back at support. Can we flip it? People shorting. Futures holding up nicely. Dollar still looking weak. He's flipping over here. Dow Jones almost at a point of interest. I'm telling you guys, be patient here. You can complain, but it's not gonna help here. Okay, this is good stuff. 30 minutes. We do have 30-minute close in 9 minutes. That's too long. We're not gonna wait for that potentially. I think it's a very weak top wick here. I want to see one closure above it on the lower time frame. Stream is not working correctly. Let me know if it's running smooth or not. Should be good though. Let me know. In the meantime, let's smash up that like button right now. 363 likes. That's amazing. Really, really amazing. Keep it up. Let's get to the 500. I appreciate you. Much love. We're doing what we have to do here. We're writing everything out. We're journaling. We come with a game plan. All right? That's how we do it. Key level 2031. We're right now right there. Now the question is, who's in control here? A lot of sellers cannot get price down this month. Yeah, I'm gonna buy. Okay, I'm long gold. Stop loss below the wick. Following rules here, like I said before, key levels 2 of reference, look for buys where seller counts take confirmation, see who's in control. I will not be hesitant with closing my position early if needed. Playing defensive due to a balanced trading session. We had a balanced trading session today. We have to be cautious. I like it. More volume. Five minutes till the hourly closure, so this is absolutely key. If we close below the 2031 on the hourly, I get out right away. Right away. Whatever my drawdown is. Closure below on the 1 hourly is out of my position. Anything above it, leave it running. Give me that follow through, come on. Flip this candle here. It's about the closure. It's about the hourly closure. 3 minutes left. If we close below the 231, we're out. This is still a chance for us to flip. A lot of volume. Double the amount of the previous candles here on the 15 minutes, so that's good. That's what you want. You want to break out with volume. Flip it. Hard time flipping. One minute for closure. I'm gonna repeat the plan one more time. If you close below the 231, I'm out. Minor loss. If you hold above it, I'm holding it. Ten seconds. Hourly close below. We're out. Okay. Minor loss in this one. No follow through. We're out of our position here. Was worth a try for sure. Was worth a try. If you had that follow through here and we had that continuation and that candle flip formation here with that amount of volume coming in, I think it was worth it. Okay, let's look for the next layer here. Holding below the 231 again. That was worth it. Was for sure worth it. Oh my God. Yeah. Hey, there was the perfect touch. The perfect touch. Where we're so focused on gold. I didn't see the alert. I don't know why. I didn't see the alert. I don't know what happened. Huh? Did you guys see the alert? You guys saw the alert? No. Shout out Lembo, yeah. It is what it is, it is what it is. Okay, yeah, that's what happens when you're so obsessed with one setup. That's why, you know, focus on one or two max. I think that's more than enough. Especially when things are wild too. I think it was barely touched. I think it was one tick. I think it was one tick. Yeah, it was one tick. Yeah, so gold is still hanging around the 231. We wanted to see that follow through. We have closed below it. So we're kind of back at square one right now. We need to see an evaluator in order to look for further continuation. Obviously, we know that this was that major resistance right now, 232. Which was at, let me see, at 5 minute. Yeah, same thing, 248 futures. So a break above that. Let's see if there is enough continuation potential because the hourly candle has been closed. So could still be in the picture here. Like a re-entry or something. But you're still below the 231, so be careful. I want to see price pushing up towards the 230, 236, 236 and 238, 236 first. That was my initial intention here. If you see that rejection at 231 now, then I need to see more bearish confirmation first. This one was worth the try for sure. Next up is, okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I want to see closure above 231. We tried to trade the breakout. We didn't have to follow through. We minimized risk, so that's how you should manage it based upon the hourly closure. The next step is the actual closure above. It doesn't have to be an hourly closure or 30-minute closure. 50-minute could be good. What happened? Your pending entry didn't hit? No, we missed by one tick. We missed this trade by one tick. Price came to 38,543. We had it at 38,544. I would have entered marked anyway though. So yeah.
Step into Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises, and turn website layouts into
Okay, there we go. We're pushing again. We might try again. We need to see closure now, though. So I hope it doesn't go to the moon. We tried to trade the breakout. No follow through now. We're pushing up again. Now we need to see a closure. Yeah, dollar heading to the London Open, so we have to be careful as well. I think that's a good point, yeah. We're reaching the London Open again. This might be an area of support for the dollar. So you want to see a break below as well. But I mean, a closure will be enough. Yeah, sometimes you can miss a trade by one tick. You should not be too upset about it. It's how it is. What do you think about algo trading in Forex? I've no comment. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I like to be in control. Okay, there we go, guys. There we go. Yeah, I'm still happy with the management of the trade. I'm not gonna lie, and the reason why is because of the hourly closure. You know how many times you see the following: you close below at the last minute, and you turn around and you flip bearish. I've seen it so many times. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm disappointed, because it's a must to close it below the hourly closure if that happens. So many times I've seen it turning around. All right, pull back to 2032. Let's go. Pull back with low volume. Sell? No, I'm not looking for sells yet here. No. Yeah, I see this zone. I see this. Oh, so I need to. No. Now 238. Or the previous daily high. These are like the two levels I'm looking for. Oh, wow. Weekly flip, yeah, that's a weekly flip indeed. If you tap into the previous daily high, yeah, absolutely. Missed the trade of the month, yeah. Wow, look at that, guys. Wow. I'm telling you guys, consolidation, expansion, trades with continuation. The same thing happened here. It gave at least some sort of expansion. Like we said before, so many buyers got trapped here. That's why this was such a sweet trade. But if you miss it by one tick, you know, that's something we can control. What do you think about the fact that Donvo just lost half of his account on one trade? Half of his account on one trade? No. Huh? This live stream recording is not available. What happened, man? Okay, yeah, hey, listen, like, hey, yeah, you have to support the dude. You have to support the guy, man. You know how hard it is to stream in front of hundreds of people, if not thousands of people? It's no joke. It's an all-out level. Trading by itself is already difficult. Stand out, thousands of people watching you on a day-to-day basis. So you have to respect that. You cannot blame him also for your losses. Like, the people that are blaming other people for your losses, these are the most retarded people ever. All right? I don't know why this is not recorded though. Or why is it removed? I don't know. We'll check it out. Can happen, man. Can happen. So we have that 50-minute closure now. Momentum is bullish. I think sellers are starting to enter right now, so I will be cautious here. Look at these bids, or sorry, these asks coming into play right now. That's pretty big. It's looking okay. Looking decent, but let me see here. Back to the 238. I think the risk to reward is not good enough from here. I wanted to enter from 232. Cronus' Donvo sold at 10:52 a.m. New York yesterday, then went for another position later, went for another sell to 30. Okay. Yeah, so gold went up, guys, here. So yeah, in regards to this breakout here, first of all, we wanted to catch that momentum here. Our key level is obviously 2031. We close an hourly candle below it. Like, my playbook is when you close an hourly candle below a critical level, when you're already in position, you close your position. Because this could easily result into a continuation trap. In this case, we just literally went to the moon here. So for the people that held the position, you made a bunch of money today. For the people that were defensive, I think you still made a good decision. So it doesn't really matter what you did here. For the US30, I mean, yeah, this is just yeah, we know this is just a once in a lifetime. Can happen, can happen. Volume is still there though, volume is still active. $238 is the next zone. It's the next key level here. Jiba says I'm in the buy, let the hourly make its bottom way close to my position, but that's why I put it there, close to my stop loss. Nazim says, thank you, sir. $5,485 running profit. $5,485. Michal says, yo, is there some Japanese yen news? No. Why? The yen is coming up strong because the dollar is getting wrecked. So the yen is and the dollar and the euro are coming down. So then there is only one thing, one way, and that's the Japanese yen up. So that's the reason. Vantage, is this a learning channel? I leave it, I don't know, hard to say. I leave this up to others to decide. If this is a learning channel. All right, I want to see how price responds at 238. Yeah, if you're still in a position, if you didn't close it like I did, then 2038 is a key level. 2036, 2038, and 2041. Let me quickly look at oil real quick. What oil did today? Nothing special. Okay. Not much. I would not be surprised if the dollar will flip. It will flip during this week here bearish. I would not be surprised. No weekly bottom wick here. 104. Rejection in that fair value gap. Failed to take out the previous daily high though. Can I enter now? In my opinion, it's a bit on the late side, my man. The entry was at like 231, 232. I'm worried why Downvote didn't show up for the stream. Give that man some space, man. Give that man some breathing room for, you know, for his loss or whatever the case. I don't know what happened, but you know, the best thing you can do if you lose a trade that's bigger than you expected it to be is to take a little break and to just sit down, relax, and come back in a couple days. So he will be back strong. Losing is part of the game. That's it. Okay, 238 hit. Okay, I would take some profit shares for sure if you're still in. In the meantime, let me quickly go to the dollar right now. The dollar is trying to hold above the London Open. So this might be an interesting level to look at as well for gold right now. 2038 is a great level. If you're in a position and you're long and you're in profits, I don't see any reason why not to take some profits out of the market here. I mean, look at this right now. Massive resistance here. Massive sellers are entering the market here. 58 lots, 52 lots, 25 lots, 29 lots. Okay. I was just myself was triggered. Great level. Great level. Do you usually tell the chat when to buy or sell, or you confirm it with the first buyer when you buy or sell? Yeah. So you just see me entering a trade, right? That's practically it here. I had to follow my plan as well. We saw the hourly closure below major key level resistance. For me, that's just a way to get out. If I'm like a little bit more, aggressive, I could have stuck into my position here, but then I would have not had to stick to my plan. I think that it was a good decision. I know some people have a different mindset. They still want to stick in their position. If their stop loss gets hit, it gets hit. For me, that would mean losing $2,000 or $3,000. So, I keep playing it defensive. I know over long term, when I play defensive, I win more. That's just proven for myself when I'm trading. So that's my way of trading here. Of course, you have to make your own conclusions. I just give you the analysis and where I think price will go to. Then, Dow Jones, we had a beautiful trade there. Missed out on 1 pip here. This was a key trade. This was just a golden trade opportunity though. This was just a massive amount of buyers trapped in that range. So when price pulled into that range aggressively, people immediately went out on break even and sellers stepped into the market. So that's just all. That's just pretty normal. That was a really solid trade. And for the Dow Jones, a key tip that I could give you as well from my experience is that I really like to look at these ranges. Why? Because it tends to happen a lot that due to the London session, you start consolidating. New York created expansion, and then you go from London to New York, from London to New York. So it means that when you have the expansion in New York, you tap into a London zone or a London range, and that can usually type into or give you the rejection you need or the bounce you need. All right, fam, that's it for today for me. I'm gonna keep it short and powerful. I'm gonna be way more on the point and way more serious for now. Tomorrow we're gonna be back. I hope you made some profits. If not, then don't worry. We managed our trade really well. We didn't really lose. This is part of the game. Tomorrow we're gonna be back here. I think it was a great stream. Overall, again, you see what happened, right? So the point of control was key. The volume profile was key. You expanded out of that range. And that was necessary to take us to the potential previous daily high, which is 241. But the 238 was also a major high here to take consideration, due to that major sell-off that we saw right there coming down. And we decided to go up and not come down. Why? The dollar failed to break that high. Dollar failed to break that high and came down. Eventually, major key level of 2031 was broken. Looking for the continuation here. So beautiful, guys. I'm going to be back tomorrow. Hope you guys are ready. Who's going to be here? Let me know in the chat. Let's make this happen here. Let's get better every single day, guys. Every single year. This is the moment to shine. Okay. It's about executing trades for sure. But there's nothing better than journaling your own trades. Understanding why you're taking the trade. Writing things down. And that's exactly the reason why I created for the London session as well, what we call the Lorenzo live commentary channel. So if you trade London, this could be very interesting for you. But it's not only about London, it's also about the mindset, the way I approach. Everything that I feel and think is right there in that exact zone. All right? Or exact channel. So everything, all right? A lot of writing here, but it keeps me responsible as well for what I do. Oh yeah. Let me see what we have in the chat still. Make sure you smash it like that you smash it like button right here. Okay. Time to eat. Great work, brother. Very tough. Markets today will stick. Way to stick to your plan, G. Keep it up. My man. My man. Shout out to you, man. Bless you, my friend. You keep it up, man. You're one of the hardest working guys in this industry right now. So keep it up, my friend. Shout out to you, bro. Much love. Much love. Rick says thank you, man. All right, guys. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, right? We're going to have some fun here. But before we continue, before we actually close down, a lot of things are coming. The LTA concepts are coming. The system, the hybrid system that I'm creating right now, it's coming. Everything is coming along nicely here. We used our 2 months wisely, but now we're back on a grind. We're back on a grind. 2024 is going to be the biggest year of your life. All right? Let's make that happen. And most importantly, no FOMO. Patience, stick to your plan, write things down, and don't fuck around. Just don't. I see you in the next stream, guys. Take some profits right now for gold. Very important here, one more time. 2038 is a key level. Dollar is getting stronger right now. It's trying to hold above the London Open, or at least around it. So I see you later. Bye-bye. Keep it up, guys. Ciao.